hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you're notified of when we upload new video content, which is always going to be on a regular basis. You're one of the first to view, first to like, first to comment, first to share, and all that good stuff there. Now, this is a review and a reaction on So Solid Crew's album, They Don't Know. And this was released back in 2001. So yeah, let's just get into it, right? The album artwork is mad. Like, when I say it is mad, it's like, how many are there? Like, in the front, so the front three, you know, you got, like, I know there's Mega Man, then I know there's Lisa Mafia, then there's Romeo, and then to the left, sorry, my bad, to the right, there's Asher D. Is it Asher D? Yeah, it's Asher D. And then there's Keish, and then he's holding up the S, and that could represent So Solid, but it can also represent South London, because they're from South London too. Don't worry, the review's not going to be biased, because I'm from South London too. But, yeah, and then the writing is in, like, silver, like the name, So Solid Crew. And then, what else? Then, obviously, in the back, there's other members. It's absolutely mad when you think about it. Like, I got the CD, because I was about, how old was I? I can't remember, but I was young, like, when I first knew about So Solid, and I bought their CD, and look, this is the artwork. Yeah, I know that the CD kind of fucked up there, but you know, it's what it is. But I don't know if you can see that. Look, that's mad, fam. And this is when they had the days where they had the booklet. See, this is what I reckon that they should do with streaming services as well. It's like, with the cover, the artwork, it should be more than that. You should be able to click on it, and do you know what I mean? Like, because that is more interactive and all that stuff. Look, I got ideas. Tidal, hit me up. I've got ideas. Let's make this happen. Yes, I said Tidal. I know some of you watch or listen on Spotify, like listen to music on Spotify, but I use Tidal. But anyway, like I said with the booklet, yeah. So yeah, it mentions the tracks. So we can go into the tracks right now. In fact, no, I won't do it that way. Actually, I will actually. So, and it's got the credits as well. So anyway, you got the, obviously there's the intro. In fact, overall there's 20 tracks, but if you manage that intro and the outro, it's actually 18. But so after the intro, you got Haters, then you got Ono Remix, then they got so you got They Don't Know, then you got Envy, They Don't Know Vocal Remix, which actually features Miss Dynamite. I had to do that. That was just a reflection. Don't get it twisted. Anyway, then there's What Could You Do? Then there's If It Was Me, Friend of Mine, Deeper, In My Life. Then there's Way Back When. Then there's Skiller. Then there's Whoa. Then there's Solid Soul. Then there's Ride With Us. Then there's Fuck With Us. Then there's 21 Seconds. Then there's Something New. Then there's Rave Scene. Alright. I will get into that a bit later. So I just got a notification just now from someone that already posts. Anyway, the good thing about this booklet, right, is it actually has the members in it. So let me put that down somewhere. So I'll show you in a minute, yeah? Anyway, so it's got Mega Man, Lisa Mafia, Keish, Asher D, Romeo, Harvey, G-Man, Face, Mac or MAC, then there's Swiss, then there's, hang on, okay, yeah, then there's, I thought I was missing something, then there's T-Dub, then there's PDS, then there's Scat D, you don't know, Morgan, Then there's Oxide. Then there's AC Burrell. Then there's Mr. Shabs. Then there's Caldine. Then there's the Twins. There's there's another set of twins in Sorcerers as well. For the guys, but this one are the females. Then there's Tigress. Oh, I forgot about Sniper. Then there's Synth. Then there's Danderman. Then there's Crazy. And they missed out someone. They missed out Neutrino. Yeah, they missed out Neutrino. They missed out Neutrino. Yeah. And there's a couple other members that I'm aware of, but they're not on here. But yeah, let me show you. So, see that. Like, right, this is dope. Do you see what I mean? If they put this on streaming services like Tidal, right, and you click on the album title, and you're going through like the booklets, trust me, like it will make it even more interesting. It'll make you really, you know, it will make it more interesting. But seriously, you can't mention Oxide without Neutrino. Really, you can't. And yeah, that's it. Man, what can I say about this album? I'm giving it 21 out of 10. Do I have a favorite? I guess I don't necessarily have a favorite, but the one track that I'm always playing, like if I play it, I have to wheel it up over and over and over again, and that is Envy. There's just something about that rhythm. I think it's because of Mr. No, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. And the funny thing about this, I won't say the funny thing. The interesting thing about this album in particular is the fact of this is pre-grime. Pre-grime and post-garage. So it's like there were some tracks on this album that were typical garage sounds. Typical. But then there's other tracks where it's not really garage. And if you really listen, it's not really grime as well. Like it's just a soul solid sound. That's all I can really explain it. Like, and even Wiley has said before that, you know, Soul Solid has inspired him to do what he's doing. And if you look at the way the scene is, like when it started, you had your crews. You got the Nasty Crew. You got Roll Deep. You got Boy Better Know. You got, who else is there? There's other groups are there. Leave them in the comment section below. Let me know what other not Gary C, other, you know, grime crews there are. So, and if there's any new ones, let me know. I like to listen to new grime artists and new crews and stuff like that. But yeah, so that album there for me, like it was like the pinnacle of me going into my teenhood. And so I kind of, it's kind of a nostalgic feel for me. So maybe I'm a little bit biased, but not really, because sometimes in life what happens is some artists or some groups can make an album, right? And their first, let's say it's their first album, this was their first, you know, mainstream album, their debut mainstream album. And it's interesting because before listening to that album, before it came out, I was listening to them on pirate radio stations such as Delight FM, 103 Delight. And yeah, and there was the Skip and Frost and the Sundays. Man, I remember them days, man. And get me, like, these were the days. But let me not reflect too much on the past like that. But it's interesting because with that album, it doesn't sound outdated. Maybe that's for me as a nostalgic feel. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I have listened to albums in the past that were released in the past, like 10, 20, 30 years ago, whatever. And you like, it sounds dated. To me, that don't sound dated. It doesn't sound dated at all. As usual. By the way, the link to the album is in the description box below. But as usual, you know, I do what I do. I take one track, and I do what I need to do, and I take it out of whether it's out of context or not. I do what I've got to do. And you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use the song something. No. Envy. Nah. Envy or They Don't Know. Yeah, They Don't Know. Nah. Ride With Us. Ride With Us. I'm gonna use that. So for example, right? You want loyalty in your life. Especially when it comes to dating and relationships. One of the key things you want is loyalty. So you want them to ride for you. Yeah? And the thing is, when they don't ride for you in a time of need, you question whether they really are for you. You get it? Now, here's the thing about life and dating and relationships and stuff like that. I've said this before and I'll say it again. You are a reflection of... No, people are a reflection of you. So, that means that you have to do something, and which means you have to continuously evolve, yeah, for you to be able to get that person to ride for you. So it's mad, but you have to give more to be able to receive more. I know it sounds mad, but that's just the reality of life in general. Yeah, you have to give more, and you'll be able to receive more. Like, I'll give you an example, right? And this is out of dating and relationships, but if you look at Michael Jackson's career, right? Like, he received a lot over his career from start to, you know, his career is technically still going, even though he's physically dead now. But the point I'm trying to make is, right, he gave a lot. Like, we're not just giving in terms of entertainment and all that stuff there. I'm talking about his energy, his aura, he just gave a lot. Like, he gave a lot. Like, humanitarian wise especially. So that energy he's getting back. Do you get it? So if you flip that into relationships now, it's the same thing. You have to give, especially if you're a woman. You have to give more. You cannot take. You have to give. Yeah? And if you're a man too, you've got to give too, but you have to give in the way that makes sense to your gender. Let me give you an example. When you're a thoroughbred alpha male, you will know what to do. When you're a pure feminine woman, you will know what to do, and you know exactly what I mean. So if you click the link in the description box below, where it says become a member of the Akabudan Trust, you will get access to online courses such as roles and relationships. That's where you're going to learn how to develop yourself to become a pure thoroughbred alpha male. And if you're a woman, you'll learn how to actually develop yourself to become a pure feminine woman. And on top of that, you get access to the same course where you learn exactly how relationships actually work, or dating and relationships actually work. So you will be able to attract and maintain that person that will be able to ride for you. Yeah? And look, if you've got any questions or any topics you'd like for us to discuss in the videos, leave that in the comment section below. And remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know, the video you suggest might just be next. But hang on, there was something else that I wanted to mention about Soul Solica as well, yeah? About this album. I am so upset. No, I'm not upset. But I really wished that they did a video for Envy. The video for They Don't Know was sick as fuck. It was a great, like, their videos are one of the best videos from UK artists till this day. The only person that comes close to that is Myst. He is the only person that comes close to creating great visuals. But other than that, So Solid include, well, Oxide and Neutrino are in So Solid, so I'm going to still add them. Like, they make great visuals, so it would have been dope if they did visuals for Envy. But anyway, I got 21 seconds to go.